Hey Insta, hey Facebook. Sorry, we got a little delay going on. You know, we always end up on Instagram first. So hey Instagram, it's Monday, and we waiting on Facebook to log in. Hey, welcome back. It is Monday. It's 5:30-ish, and we are back with our weekly conversation. If you are joining us for the first time, Tay and I created this space to have candid conversations about our everyday experiences. If you would like to be the first to know about our lives and catch us when they start, you can find us on YouTube at QTNA Live, or you can find us on Facebook at Tarina Live. Of course, I'm Serena Renee, and here is my homegirl Tay. Hey girl. Let me turn you down on the other one. I don't hear you. I don't hear you on Facebook. What happened? What happened? Oh, well, in the meantime, hey, Miss Shelly Las Vegas. Hey, Moda D, Hair Salon, Coral Springs. Hey, Miss JNT. Thank you for joining. I don't know why my sound went out on Facebook, but I'm here. Can you hear me on Facebook, Tay? Okay, well, we just gonna. Oh, there we go. Boom, there we go. Let me turn you all the way down on Instagram. Hey,
Okay.
y'all.
Why is my phone just go dark now when we're on live?
It did.
It's so
It did.
weird.
It did. It just
It's
went
so
dark, and I'm not
weird.
sure
I
why.
can't. I don't know. We're here.
Hey, Mother Nature
Hello.
on Instagram.
Welcome.
Hey, everybody on Facebook.
Welcome to Monday. Happy Monday.
Hey.
Happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday. How you doing, Serena? What's going
I'm
on?
great. I'm feeling really, really good right now. How are you?
I'm doing well. I woke up and I was like, whoa. I had her stuck in the head. I mean, whoa.
And it's Monday night. I mean, whoa. It's time for us to have our live. I mean, whoa.
Whoa. I woke up like, whoa. Okay. That's how my day's going. That's a reference to the late great who passed away, I believe, age 51, which is like, what?
Shout
like
out to DMX.
That's not DMX.
I mean, not DMX. What was his name? I keep calling him DMX. I always say that. What was his name? My mom used to love that song. What's his name, Tay?
Black Rob?
I don't know. But if you say so, okay.
Okay, look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure because my sister-in-law was like, telling me he passed away the other day. And I was like, and then she started singing the song, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, what happened? Like,
that's like me. I don't never know the name and nobody who sing no song. It's just terrible.
I feel like when that song came out, though, we were like
we were
early
very
teens.
young.
Yeah, we were very, very young.
Yes, we were.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
we were. Hello, Eduardo.
Hi guys. I mean, I want to say that I hope you're having a great day, okay? Because it's Monday. And today we're talking about what, Serena?
We're talking about credit.
Credit. We're going to tell y'all what we learned about credit. Okay, so we pin that for Instagram, but because I definitely did not I did write something for Facebook, but very, very vague. So the title was like what we learned about credit. And so this is really, and I say we, it's really Serena. So, yes, I want to tell you that Izetta Brown says, hi, Rena. Gervais Full of Grace says, beautiful ladies. Hey, y'all. And I don't know what that is. Oh, she said, been waiting for y'all.
Who said that?
Gervais.
Hey, Gervais.
No, you didn't just call her Gervais.
You didn't call her Gervais. What do you mean?
Be my mother. You forgot that miss. You forgot that miss.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, she meant Miss Gervais.
I don't call nobody by I call everybody mom.
Okay, I'll take it. So let's start off with our. This is why people can't know the right words, because they don't be saying them right. The word is our. Stop writing R, y'all.
We're gonna start off with R.
Our. We're gonna start off with our headlines. Headline times. We're gonna do the headlines like whoa. Okay. So, welcome to the headlines. This has now happened, and I am Yara.
Pass it over to our newscaster, Tavia Bradford, that's going to lead us with today's headlines.
Oh, and sis put down my maiden name. Okay, I take it. Tavia Bradford here. I'll be Tavia Sanderson for the rest of the show, now that y'all know all my government information. Okay, so I was managed to find mostly good news, and I want to tell you guys, starting off, that this one's not that great at all. Kind of. I mean, depending on how you think of it. Apparently, J-Lo and A-Rod are breaking up, and it's suspected that it's because of some infidelity on his part. So technically, that's good news because we ain't about to be sitting around getting messed around with in our emotions and whatnot.
No, we not. So shout out to J-Lo for being strong enough to leave the situation. Okay. Because you deserve better, sis.
Yes, period. You deserve better. So, that's the rumor. I'm not all up in the celebrity gossip. So that's what I heard from a couple folk, and then that's it. I didn't go deeper. So yes. Okay. Here's all the good news stuff that I just want to I'm just proud of this week. Cause every time I heard some good news, been jotting it down. First thing. Okay. One of the next three, Adidas. Did you see Adidas is coming out with a mushroom sneaker? Eco-friendly. They are making sneakers from mushrooms, sis.
That's dope.
Mushrooms.
I gotta see them. You're gonna have to send me a picture.
Okay. They're fire. Like, I was like, okay. So they are like a creamy off-white color with the actual shoe. And then it's like a gum color, not gum, but like a gum sole, like a dark tan color sole, and it's a vibe. They got the picture laying next to Seasons and stuff. I was like, oh, okay. So it's fancy. They're making out of recycled, not even just mushrooms. I don't know what a recycled mushroom is, but it's recycled mushrooms. So I'm assuming maybe those are the ones that are not pretty enough to sell in the store.
I don't know what a recycle. Oh, that makes sense. If it's not pretty enough, we'll put it in the shoe because we don't want to go waste. That's dope. We're gonna have to look that up and see what's up. Miss Shelley Las Vegas says, Lord, she needs help in making better decisions, and I'm assuming that she's referring to Miss J-Lo. We all got problems. We all don't. Sometimes we don't make the right decisions. It's okay.
She believes in love. Okay. Okay. I didn't mention none of that. How many marriages or nothing. She believes in love. She's, that's all I'm saying. Okay, but the sad thing about those Adidas sneakers is that they don't come out into about 2024.
Are they gonna be super expensive? Because mushrooms is outside. I'm tired of paying that's growing outside.
Okay, but this is the thing. If they're expensive, like $150.
But I feel like that's a normal price for like a sneaker or something.
Is it? Because I don't buy any.
Girl, Air Maxes and stuff is selling for $200 and up. Jordans and all of them is selling, and then you got the full Yeezys. That's a whole nother conversation. So if it's Yeezy price, I'm gonna set that one out.
Yeah, they didn't say how much, but I hope they make it accessible for more people. And also, I hope that our dogs don't eat them.
That's a good. Yeah, because I don't need Ace chewing up no more of my shoes.
Yes, but this is the thing. This is how I see it. You, my dear, own a pair of red bottoms of all the Vuittons, Boutons, the Guccis, the Poochies. You own all those shoes, and they hurt. They hurt. I feel like if I buy these shoes for $150 and they don't hurt, what's the problem?
I mean, that's true.
They don't hurt. Okay, so shout out to Adidas. We are very proud of you. And the other thing, I'm watching YouTube. I'm living my YouTube life while I'm making my kids lunch, because that's what I do, because I don't always get time to watch the YouTube videos that I personally want to watch because I'm tired of Coco Melon.
I was just about to say Coco Melon. All the kids is watching Coco Melon.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Okay, yeah. So I'm watching YouTube and a commercial comes on and I was like, hey, Swiss Beats, hey, Timbaland. And they're like, yeah, we're Swiss Beats and this is how Versus came up, and Versus is cool. And we just kind of did this and this is what the culture needed. And now we're teaming up with Peloton. And I said, huh?
So wait, they're gonna put the versus like series on Peloton?
I guess you're gonna be able to work out. It's gonna be like Ashanti or something.
It's gonna be going back and forth between whoever they battle.
I guess they teaming up with Peloton.
That would keep me interested. I'm mad I missed Earth, Wind, and Fire, but we're gonna talk about that another time. Because if I get to hear that battle with the Isley brothers, now that's a good workout.
Oh my gosh, girl! One of the podcasts I follow, her daughter was like, "But where's water?" I cried.
Not Earth, Wind, Fire, and Water.
She like, we missing the element. We missing the element. Like,
that's enough.
That's a smart kid. It was a kid, like a little kid. So I was like,
That's
shout out. Yes. So very exciting. Congratulations to Swiss Beats and Timbaland. Because I knew they had something coming. Because it was like, yeah, we giving this to y'all free, but we gonna get something.
Well,
they have the verses on
Spotify. I need to go on Spotify and give me a little listen.
I did not know that. I want you to know that Izetta Brown says, "I am your mom." Okay. Next.
Okay, grandmommy, you right. That's my mama. My mama.
Okay.
Mama.
Okay. The last good news, which is like, but I thank you to my sister-in-law, my other sister-in-law, not the sister-in-law who told me about but my other sister-in-law sent me this video clip from a news clip about former Buffalo Police Department officer who just won a case. And what was that case? Okay, girl, let me tell you what she said. She said cops already on the scene on a domestic violence call. Well, matter of fact, not a call. The mailman apparently waved the cops over to some domestic violence inside this house. They go in the house and it's buck wild. The one white cop is punching the crap, just punching this other guy, just a guy, right? And she comes on the scene and sees it happening. And some point in there, she stopped the guy, the white cop. Did I mention she's a black woman? Sorry, guys. Black woman stopped the white cop from punching and like just knocking, out this guy. And I understand the urge to want to knock out men who feel like it's okay to beat on women. I understand, but you're a cop. It's kind of not. I mean, that's not your job to just punch out people like
right.
Who are right. And so she stopped, and guess what happened to her? She was fired.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh wait, I'm sorry. He's punching her. This is her. I heard her story, and she said he was punching him out. The official thing says she was fired for stopping a white cop from using a chokehold on a black suspect. So. Chokehold.
So this was the black guy was beating up his girlfriend or whoever, and the white cop was putting him in a chokehold, and the black cop, which was a woman, came and stopped him from doing that, and she got fired.
In 2006.
Also, it's just now being like the case is just now going.
Yeah. So why she didn't go to jail? But what she did get, obviously, I hope she didn't go to jail because that would be even crazy. But what's up there with going to jail and losing your freedom is also losing all the things you worked for. So 2 years later, her pension. 2 years later, she was up for full pension, and that's when they fired her. 3 months before she could have got her full pension, and I'm. Crazy. So she won because they like, what the heck? So Buffalo said we see our error. I don't know if she won any additional money or if she just got her pension. I hear that police officer pensions are $5. Okay.
Them police officers and firefighters.
Okay, that's what I heard. Why does it say tips on fixing your credit? Why doesn't it not say what we learned about Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
I feel like the other one is more catchy. Like, ooh, what did they learn? Tips are more like.
So you want me to change it? Hey, Tyler.
I mean, I'm that person. Welcome to Serena and I's Friendship. If you have just joined us, welcome to Serena and I's Friendship. This is an insider of how we live our lives together normally. And the attitude you just seen from Serena is completely normal. Don't feel away. Okay. And the criticism you just seen from me. No, I'm saying the criticism you seen from me, completely normal. Don't be upset. Okay. So this happened. she will receive her pension after winning the lawsuit on Tuesday, April 13th, which is super recent. And she did say that she wrote a law in this time to stop, make it a law that police can't do things like that. And it's getting pushed through. And she said if that law that she wrote actually went through, she thinks George Floyd will be alive now. And so that circles back to the George Floyd case, which we know the closing statements were read today, which I only listened to one side because the baby started needing me. But
wow. Yeah. Well, Body Butter says that she received 2 years in back pay as well. So that's good.
Back pay be fire. You know how I'm sorry. Back pay. Man, I love retroactive payments. Woo! Woo! Oh, so then she did share that the person, the white cop that she stopped from putting the chokehold actually got a promotion after she was fired and became lieutenant, and then later went to jail. So for doing the same exact thing. Yeah. So she kind of told y'all, but whatever. So happy kudos to her. And another thing that I saw on her case was the newscaster. Girl, my life had made it. I was so happy when I seen her because you don't see this often. Mm-hmm. I showed you Serena. Not the newscaster, but one of her lawyers was covered. And I said, so I don't know. I can't say that she was Muslim, but if you need a visual, she had like a pretty pinkish scarf on and she was covered, like her hair was covered and she was fine. And I was like, we never see that. Yep. You never see a woman. It's very rare that you see a lawyer that's a woman on TV and covered. Oh, and she was also a woman of color. So that was okay. Yeah. So I don't, because I don't want to be ignorant to if there's a bunch of other cultures who also cover, and I don't want to say that she's Muslim if she's not Muslim, but you guys understand the look that I'm trying to explain. Right. So.
Yes, so shout out to y'all for diversity. Yay.
Yes, to diversity, inclusion, and representation. Yes. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. All right, y'all. I got two quick ones to add. One, remember when I was telling y'all about Dogecoin? Dogecoin is doing a thing now. Okay. Dogecoin shot up to 40 cents. And if you bought in early, you up right now, okay? And Elon Musk been having a lot to say about Dogecoin. Y'all was making jokes because Dogecoin started off as a joke, okay? Y'all was making jokes, and now it's actual currency. So I'm just gonna say, if y'all smart, go ahead and get y'all some crypto because we're going to the moon, okay? And the next thing that I want to add is, listen, y'all, the fraud that's happening right now is getting out of control. And I'm just going to forewarn y'all because my mom sent me a video this morning about this lady. She's a banker. And she got a lady that's under investigation right now because sis was on Section 8. Okay. And was getting all this, assistance from the government. And she paid her, cousin Pookie to do her PPP loan because, he told her that he can get her some money. Well, she ended up getting $200,000. And now she's under investigation because they're like, well, how are you on Section 8 and you're getting all this assistance from the money, but you filed a PPP loan saying you had a business and now you got $20,000. So y'all, it ain't worth it. All these videos that's going around talking about how you can get $20,000, that is for people who actually have a business, okay? We got to stop this. We got California getting shut down for their unemployment because it's so much unemployment fraud going on that it's people really...
It's okay. It was really sick. Quick, keep going.
Okay, sorry. So you got California had to shut down their unemployment because it was so much unemployment fraud going on that there's people who actually really need this money. And unfortunately, these people who are taking advantage of the system, they're stopping people who really need the money from getting their money. And y'all need to chill on the PPP loans, okay? Because we got businesses. We need our money, okay? So y'all better have a legitimate business and don't be letting nobody make y'all a fake Schedule C Because I'm telling y'all, the government is slick. They will let you get the money, and they're gonna throw you in one of them brand new jails that they just made. They got brand new jails going up in every state. So y'all don't be playing about these
Girl,
PPP loans, okay?
prison
Chill
is a
out.
private system. It's a private system, and
Okay.
people are like, what do you do for a living? I build prisons. I run prisons. Y'all stop playing.
And don't think
Stop playing. And they're not gonna put you in one of them nice ones.
No, ma'am. They is coming after you. You got people, exactly. Miss Shelley Las Vegas says people on welfare getting unemployment too. Exactly. But you got people that don't have businesses at all that are putting in their social security numbers.
Yeah, the PPP loan is specifically for business owners.
It's for businesses. I personally have recently heard, are we good on Instagram or did it go out? We straight?
Okay. You personally what?
I personally heard people that I know who I know for a fact that they don't have businesses and putting in their social security numbers and getting approved for $20,000. Y'all better chill out because they want their money. Okay. Y'all know how the United States government work now. They will let you fall into their trap. So that's it. Serena Renee signing out.
Look, thank you, Serena. I just want to have some commentary on that point you made there. Thanks for sharing that with the community. We all appreciate it. While we're talking about this, I did a little bit of math, just a little bit of simple math in my head. And I was thinking, hey, what if her rent is about $1,500 a month, right? So that'll put her at about $18,000 for the year. And say the government is paying fully for her Section 8 rent there. Possibly utilities might bump that up to $20,000. And now folks who are, not thinking things all the way through, not using that good old brain up there, have now lost the Section 8, which was already giving you $20,000 a year.
Now you get nothing in jail time, and now you got to figure out where your children, who's going to take care of your children because you wanted to let your cousin Pookie fill you out a nice little PPP loan, and you don't know what he put on there. Do you know in order for y'all to get that kind of money, in order for you to get $20,000, you got to show that you making $100,000? Come on, y'all. It's a lot that goes.
So when she filed her taxes,
so when you go to file yes, that is when the madness is going to start. When people start filing their taxes. And they're starting to see that all of a sudden you've been on government assistance and all this time, and you go file your taxes with a fake Schedule C, and you done got all this money from the PPP. Don't think they're gonna throw your little cute self in jail. So y'all be careful, please.
Are they really?
Everybody better say what's the interest. It depends. It depends on the situation. Some people are getting fined. Some people are going to jail. Everybody.
And if you are,
the interest is only 1%, sis.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, 1%, and it's not running your credit, which is good for people who have businesses. But come on, y'all, don't get caught up, and it ain't worth it. All little slick money ain't worth it. I'm telling you.
Oh my gosh. Well, sorry to the lady and cousin Pookie. Y'all got to really think these things through because it's not. I don't know about this. I don't know. I'm not. Let me not put my foot in my mouth. It just don't sound like a good idea.
It's not. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
And cousin Pookie sound real smart, and he should really apply his knowledge to something else that it could be more lucrative for him. That's what I'm saying. Like he sound like he need to just go be an accountant and stop playing. Like go be a tax preparer, Pookie.
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't know. Okay, so thanks, Pookie. I'm sorry. Thanks, Serena, for that great information. Let's roll on into our next segment.
All right, y'all. So
it's time to talk about credit.
We're talking about yes. It's time. Are we caught back up? I feel like there was a little delay. Are we caught back up? Everything
I think
good? Loans don't count. Let's see. Your beauty experience says loans don't normally count as income. However, I do agree with the message. Listen, you're right, but I'm saying if you don't have a business at all, okay, and you get in Section 8 and you go put on your PPP loan that you made $100,000, you're gonna have a freaking problem. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, no, she said she gets the message. She gets the message. Stop
Yes.
scamming folks. Go back to selling fake. You tell somebody you're gonna send them the bundles on Instagram that you don't send them and they already PayPal'd you. That's the type of scams that maybe you won't go to jail for.
Shut up. That is a bad.
Okay, now why do I know that? Because I was about to buy some bundles for this girl till I started reading her comments. And I was like, oh shoot, it's a scam. The hair looks so good. It's a scam. Okay.
They probably photo pictures off of somebody else's page. But
girl, I think I might have seen a Designs of Composure picture on Sis's page. Okay.
Don't play
Let's jump into credit like whoa.
All right, y'all. Now it's time for us to start our segment. So today we are talking about what we learned about credit. Okay. So I feel like everybody knows what credit is at this point, so we don't really need to go over that point.
If you don't know what credit is, tell us what is credit? What do we even need it for?
Your beauty experience said I got bundles for real. So make sure you hit up Sis. Okay, she's in the comments. Make sure if you want bundles, make sure you hit up Sis. She said she got you. I know who that is, so she legit. She gonna make sure you get your stuff.
She better have them. I swear, if I PayPal you and I don't get no bundles. And she specifically said, you got to PayPal me friends and family. Because you know you can't get that back for that friends and family
Girl,
PayPal.
Hold on, wait. Speaking of PayPal, y'all, and then I'm done with the PPP. The lady was saying how now you got people applying for PP loans and put in, because you know they ask you for your business bank account. They put in their Chime account and Cash App. People who really got businesses do not have no damn chat. I mean, they have them, but they're not using that for transactions. Like, if you really got a business, you got a business account. So now they said they not accepted. They said as soon as they see Chime and Cash App, they're automatically flagging you as fraud. And she also said, y'all think these banks ain't talking to each other? She brought up the whole merge that happened. So I don't know if you guys saw the merge that happened. You guys know how they're saying we have to have these real IDs to travel now, which, by the way, is not 100% true. If you look at the fine print, my homegirl, Your Beauty Experience, that's in the comments right now, she actually put me onto this. If you go to the website and look at the fine print, you do not have to get a real ID. You can still get the old school IDs, but they're pushing for everybody to get it. And the reason why is if you look at your real ID, you will see now that you see the nice little federal star that's at the top. And normally you only see this type of stuff on your passports. Well, that is an indication to let you know that now the feds in the state is actually talking to each other. So you know how you can have like little, like you can have a warrant in another state, but you go to another state and you cool, and if you get pulled over, they don't see it in their system. Well, those things are going to be changing moving forward because of this merge that's happening. So y'all can play with the government if you want to, okay? But it's not going to be a good idea because you're not going to be able to get away with it here in a second, okay? So that's all I got to say now about
I didn't even know that.
Girl, what? Yes. Now if you go to the airport, they're telling you need a real.
No. I didn't know that you can have a warrant in one state and then go to another state and they ain't know.
Oh yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now I can travel other states. Now because I thought I couldn't only travel to one state. Now I gotta be. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm just kidding. I don't even know how you get a warrant.
Shut up.
What I gotta do?
It's easy. I mean, honestly, you could just not show up to court and end up with a warrant, to be honest. If you don't show up to court,
don't worry.
They can give you a warrant.
What kind of court? Like traffic court or like?
Yes, even traffic court. If you don't show up, they can issue you a bench warrant. And you can get arrested for that because
a bench for what? What's the bench?
It's called a bench warrant. I don't know what the bench is for, but it's called a bench warrant. Okay. I am not a lawyer. Okay. So.
Okay. Yes. She's not a lawyer, and I'm not a credit advisor.
What I came up on.
She's not a lawyer. I'm not a credit advisor.
Yeah,
we're not accountants.
We're letting you
should discuss. We should discuss this information with your financial advisor or your mother before you take this advice. These are things that we've learned.
I don't know about your mother because your mother might not know either.
Your mother know. Call Serena's mother.
No. I gotta ask Shelly.
I had to put my my East Coast flair on that. Call your mother. Call your mother.
Your mother.
Call your mother.
Hey, baby. All right, now we need to get into the topic now, okay? And if you guys don't know, this is King.
Not right now.
He always tends to walk into our lives, even though he knows his mom is on live. So everybody say hi to King. But anyway,
close the door, baby. He wants a kite. Okay, I will have him. I'll get his kite.
Your cousin said, "Where's Ace? Ace is in his car, his crib right now. Ace was begging. I was trying to eat, and he was begging for my food, so I had to put him up."
Y'all, we had the super tangent of tangents. Okay, I did my part. You told me, Tavia, your headlines are too long. I said, okay, sis. You came with 4 more news articles and a segue to getting a warrant. So I just want everyone to know that it wasn't me. Okay.
It's okay, y'all. We
okay, so
get into the credit, okay?
Y'all saw me try to transition like 2 or 3 times, and she was like, "Well, what about?" No,
because you made me remember something. So anyway, okay, moving forward. Credit.
Credit. So throughout this pandemic, Le Pandemica, I think that many of us have said, you know what, it's a good time to focus on my credit because I don't got nothing else to do. And I know plenty of people in my life who have done so, and Serena is one of them. So she is going to put us on to some things that she has recently learned. And I only have one thing that I recently learned, but I'm going to let Serena talk because she'll probably already learn that same thing too. So I'm just going to sit here and I'm just going to dial in and listen.
All right, y'all. So I really don't have like a plan of like, oh, we're going to talk about this first. Like I said, I'm not a credit advisor. I'm just going to shoot out some things that I learned and hopefully it can help some other people. So for one, for me, I have 2 credits. I got my business credit and I got my personal credit. Okay. So of course, initially I was working on my personal credit because in order for you to start your business credit, they're going to go off of your personal credit for the first time because they don't have anything else to go off of. So at the time, I really didn't have like a lot of stuff on my credit. But my credit score was still kind of low. It was like the low 600s, and it actually got to a point where it was like in the 580s. You know, I ain't embarrassed to say so because your girl's looking pretty good right now. It's just because I was never paying attention to it and I didn't understand how shit works, to be completely honest. But so at first I ended up paying somebody for my credit, and y'all, you do not need to pay nobody for your credit, y'all. I pay somebody $800 and something for my credit. And don't get me wrong, at the time, like it had jumped like 80 points and like 2 things fell off, but I really didn't have no whole bunch of things that was on my credit. Y'all want to know what I found out that was really affecting my credit? So a couple years ago, when my sis transitioned, I lost my wallet. Okay. And my wallet had my credit cards and stuff in it. So I just was not really thinking at the time because the 2 credit cards that I had, I was so afraid to use them because, of course, I was ignorant to how to use them. So I totally forgot about the damn cards. And next thing I know, like my Capital One, I was like, I had all these late fees that was on my card. And this was like 3 years ago. So I literally had like 5 or 6 late fees like that was on my account. So I finally had somebody else look at my account and they're like, girl, you don't even have that much debt. The problem is your late fees. Do y'all know that y'all late fees will end up dropping your score to like up to 100 points or more? I had no idea that that was a thing, right? So I kept hearing from all of these people. They were like, well, just call the credit company and ask them to take it off. So I get on the phone, Capital One. I call them and I'm like, hi, I'm calling because, you know, I have these late fees on my account and I would like for you to take them off if that's okay. So they're like, no, we can't do that. You have to actually talk to the credit bureau and ask them to take it off. So I'm like, I'm confused because I didn't watch, I don't know how many videos. And they all keep saying to call them and tell them to take it off. So let me get y'all the tea. I started following this guy called Him 500. And if you're not following him, y'all need to follow him. Okay. This dude is amazing. He not only talks about how to like fix your credit, he also talks about different ways to make money, like even using your car to make money and things like that. This dude is like the guru of how to hustle. Okay. So here's the thing. when you call the credit company, okay, first of all, before you call, there's a couple steps that you need to take. You need to look at your credit report and find out the actual months that you were late. You have to know the months that you were late, because if you don't know, you're going to be in trouble. Because if you only ask them to take off the 2 months and you got 5, they only going to take off the 2 months and they're not going to go looking for the other 5. You have to know exactly what months you want them to take them off, right? Put his info in the comments. I'm gonna put it right now. Him 500. Oops, I put 509. Sorry, hold on. 500. Look him up on Instagram. He's the bomb. And he also, I actually found out about him from this bomb podcast called Earn Your Leisure. Let me put that in the comments too. Earn Your Leisure. These guys, I hope I'm saying this right, spelling it right. Leissure.
I think it's an I in there. Leissure.
Leissure.
I before E except after C.
Listen, if that's not right, if you type it into YouTube, it's going to pop. You're going to see a bunch of videos pop up. And these guys, they always have the best people on their podcast. Like every topic that they're talking about, they always got somebody like a guru that's on there that's telling you about all the information that you need to know. So anyway, that's where I found him at. And so this is what you got to do.
Tell us.
Go to your credit report, find out the actual months that you were late, right? When you call your people on the phone, and this is if you still have an account with them. Now, if your account is already closed with them, there's another option for you. But if you still have the open credit card with them, you call and you ask to verify with the people on the phone first. Like, hi, I just wanted to know, like, what months it's showing on my credit report that these are the months that I was late. I just wanted to know if this was accurate. Like, do you guys have more information on file for me, or is it just these ones that I'm looking for? So the lady, she put me on hold. She went through my entire, I've been with them since 2018. She went through my entire payment history in her computer, and she was like, yes, these months are showing up that you were late. So I was like, okay, thank you, I appreciate it. Hung up the phone with them, right? So then you call back. Same number, call back. And when you get on the phone with them, you have to ask to speak to a supervisor. The people who answer the phone is customer care. They are not trained to know the same information that the supervisor knows, okay? Ask to speak to a supervisor. So what I did was I called, they answered the phone, they're like, hi, how can I help you today? I said, hi. I thought I was actually calling to speak to one of your supervisors today. And she was like, no, it was a guy.
No,
he was like,
I can't. I can't do that.
I have no problem with that. Yeah, you know they're gonna try that, so I'm gonna tell y'all got to be very polite. You can't be rude with the people that you're trying to ask for help from. Be very polite.
How can I help you, ma'am?
So
I can help you.
He said, no problem. I have no problem putting you with the supervisor. Can I ask what this call is about? I said, well, the call is in regards to my account, but I don't want to have to repeat myself multiple times. So if you could get me on the phone with your supervisor, that'd be awesome.
Oh, sure, ma'am. I could do that.
Okay. He said, okay, no problem. Give me a second. So I get on the phone with the lady, and I literally prayed before I called. I was like, Lord, please let this work. So I get on the phone with the lady, and she was nice, and she was like, how can I help you? I said, hi. I said, I was calling. First things first. You want to say how long you've been with the company? Hi.
How long have you been with the company?
Since 2018, and I absolutely love it. I'm calling because actually I was with them since 2016. I'm sorry. I'm calling because back in 2018, I had a loss in my family. I lost my sister, and I just so happened to lose my wallet, and I fell behind on my payments. It was so much going on at the time. You got to give them a sob story, y'all. This was a true sob story that happened to me, but all the gurus, they tell you if you need to like add a little extra on in there, because they're people just like us. They have feelings. They go through life.
Serena didn't say that. She just want to tell them the true, honest sob story. Continue, Serena.
I did. I told them that. I did tell them the honest, but when
I mean, what happened to you was honest, but you're not advising people to add anything on because you're not doing that.
No. I mean, I'm not, but I didn't say me. I said the credit people said that. They said if you need to add a little extra on there,
she had a real story.
Sad, you can. Right. So anyway. So I told them, I said, I lost my sister or whatever, fell behind on payments. I said, since then, I have been on time, and you have to be on time. ever since then, like if you're asking for them to take some stuff off, make sure that you have had a good history since then and you are current at the time. You can't be calling them asking for them to take stuff off and you behind on payments. It's not
They're like,
happen.
since last month.
Right.
What happened last month?
Did your sister die? Somebody died again? What happened? Right.
Every month?
So anyway,
every month
right.
since 2019.
So anyway, I told them, you stupid. I told them what happened. I said, since then I've been current. I said, and I'm actually in the process of trying to buy a house and I'm trying to clean up my credit. So the lady was like, okay, no problem. She said, give me a second. Let me look and see if, and you have to ask for, I said, I would like to ask for a goodwill deletion for those old.
Words.
Certain words that you have to say, y'all. So you ask for a goodwill deletion for that time to take it off of your credit. So she's like, all right, give me a second. Let me look and see if you qualify for a goodwill deletion. I heard her say with my own 2 ears, she said, you qualify. It can fall underneath family loss or some family tragedy. She said, well, this one falls under family tragedy, so you do qualify. She said, so give me a second. I'm going to type in some information. I'm going to put you on a brief hold to type in the information that needs to be typed in to send to the credit bureau. I was on hold for probably about 10 minutes for her to do this information. So she came back and then she said, I heard you mention that you were closing on a house. She said, we have an expedited program where we can get this done within 30 days. I said, perfect. She said, would you like for me to do that? I said, yes, please. Y'all, it was that easy. And then you always request for them to send you paperwork in the mail for proof. So she was like, perfect. She's like, I'll put you on hold again. She's like, I got to call one more department to speak to them, to put it through, and you'll be fine. She said, in 30 days, you should be good. You should be receiving something in the mail from us in 30 days. And if you don't get it, make sure you call us back. Y'all, it was that easy. I was on the phone with this lady for probably 15 minutes tops. And late fees
gone.
Late fees gone.
Like, whoa.
By my birthday, I'm going to be lit. Okay?
Serena looked at her credit and she was like, whoa. I can't believe the late fees is gone and gone. Like, whoa. Yes. So do that. It's those late fees. It's those late fees. And I say your credit is just trash, garbage, basura, just terrible. Okay. I was told, sorry if you guys hear that. You don't hear nothing? Okay. I was told that
you got a little bit of a delay, but it's okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I want to share that Experian has a program, I guess you can sign up for, and they have different, like there's a program and you pay $19.99 a month for it. They got to make their money, I guess. But they have different ways that you can boost your credit. And some of them are you're connecting your Netflix account to your credit through Experian, connecting like Hulu, other accounts that you pay monthly. And then that auto pay or whatever, however.
Experian Boost.
Yes. Okay. I was told about that. I was also told about, which I was like, I had never heard of that. And I'm like, man, people have Netflix accounts and they're not even utilizing that like opportunity. So that's dope. And if you do get, I'm looking for like I do got Disney Plus, but if you get an account that I don't have, share that password with me. I'm here for you. Okay. And there's a bunch of them. This person who told me that he did this, utilized all the programs they offered and managed to get up like 100 points in the last like 6 months, which is crazy. Mm-hmm. I was like, wow.
Now just remember that those programs only work with that specific credit bureau. So if you do the Experian Boost, it's only going to boost your Experian credit report. It's not going to report to TransUnion and Equifax because those are different. Those are 2 different platforms. So speaking of Experian and all of that, okay, I'm going to take y'all back to my boy him 500 again. So dude started talking on the podcast and he was like, man, do y'all know that it's a way for y'all to get rid of like evictions, freaking car repos? Even if you are a felon, there is a way for you to get all of this stuff off of your credit, right?
Well, you being a felon is on your credit?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, they put that. It's underneath public information or public records, something like that.
Dang, that
So,
sucks. I'm sorry, y'all.
basically, right? Let me put y'all on. Let me put
I
y'all
think
on
I'm sorry.
game
Let me
real quick.
pause.
MP,
Why
MP, we did have a conversation about this. What'd you say?
why can't we let people just do their time? Why we gotta bother their credit? I mean, dang, I understand y'all don't want to give them jobs if they're a felon, certain jobs. Y'all don't want to give them let them live in certain places if they're a felon. But dang, their credit, like you got like dang, like I didn't even know that.
Because
I'm
technically it's a public record. It's a public record, so it matters. They look at all of that stuff because you got to think about it. When
That's
you
so
go to apply
sad.
for certain apartments or certain communities to live in, they look at that type of stuff. They look at
So
your record to see who
you
you
telling
are.
me cousin Pookie done got his cousin $20,000, got her kicked off of her Section 8, and now she's about to be a felon and it's supposed to be on her credit report? Tell us how sis can get this off. Sorry, I'm sorry.
So, all right. So remember, we all like get all of our information. We got Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Those are the three bureaus that most of us use to get all of our information as far as like our credit and all of that stuff, right? But there's a middleman that's involved, okay?
What's his name?
Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, they all get their information from these other big companies who hold all of your information, okay? So a few of them, I believe it's 5 of them. It may be more, but I believe it's 5. I have them written down. But one of them is called LexisNexis. Another one is called CoreLogic. Another one is called SageStream. What's the other one? Innovis or something like that. So basically, who these people are, right? When you go to look at your credit report and you see that you got all of these things on all of these accounts that are on your report, right? They have to get that information from someone. So these people like LexisNexis and things like that, they all hold that information. So each company holds something different. So one company might hold like public records, the other one might hold like maybe like phone stuff, like if you had like phone bills or cable bills or something that ended up going into collections, like those are the people who hold this information, right? Did y'all know, okay,
Tell us.
what you do for the one that got a felon, okay? You can go by law, it's your right. You are able to go to these companies and get a credit freeze. You do a security freeze on your account. Anyone can do a security freeze. You do not have to experience what's it called? You don't have to experience identity theft. You don't have anything, nothing has to have happened to you for you to put a security freeze on your account. You can just put the security freeze on if you want. But what this does is it stops those people who Experian and Equifax and TransUnion are getting your information from. It stops the third parties, which Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion are all third parties. It stops them from getting your information. So this is what happens for the person that got the whole felon thing, right? If you close off your account and do a security freeze, and you go to dispute the felon that's on your public records, these people have 30 days to come up with the original contract or the original, whoever sent the original paper, whether it came from the court system or whoever it was. They have to come up with that information within 30 days. Most of the times, they don't have the original information. They only have the secondary information, which they were sold. These companies sell your information to Equifax and all of those people. I mean, wait, did I say that right? Yes,
Yep.
your information gets sold to these people. So they have 30 days to come up with your information. If they don't come up with the original contract in 30 days, they don't have a choice but to take it off. So, I mean, if I got a bill, let's say if I got let's say I had AT&T or something one day, and I never paid my AT&T. It ended up going on my account, and they telling me I owe $800 for the equipment or something like that. I can put a security freeze, go and put a security freeze on all of those big 5 accounts, the LexisNexis, the CoreLogic, the Innovis, all of them. Put a security freeze on those accounts and then start disputing things Experian and Equifax is going to go reach out to them to get that information. And because you put a freeze on your stuff, they are not allowed to share your information. They got 30 days to take it off. And if they don't come up with information, they have to take it off of your account by law. When I tell you, I'm sitting there looking and I'm pausing the podcast.
I got to take out my other lip pencil to write this down.
I'm searching it. Are you writing with a lip pencil?
Look, I got to get the information some way.
Listen, you gotta get it some way, okay? Listen, everybody is on Tay right now in the comments, okay? But they, like, when I tell y'all this is real, but here's the thing though, y'all have to search. If y'all go to these accounts, right? Innovis and LexisNexis and all of this stuff, you have to put LexisNexis security freeze. Innovis security freeze, because if you just go to the website, they don't look like they do anything with credit, because they also do other things. They don't want you to know this information. You purposely have to put the word security freeze next to these people's name, and it's going to take you directly to the page. And y'all, it's 5 questions. They're only going to ask you like 5 questions. They ask your name, they ask your birth date, they tell you to put in your social security number, your address, and then they ask you the reason. And some of the reasons can be, I just want to put a security freeze. Some of the reasons is I am a public figure and I'm a judge or something. And they literally have those options on there for you to choose. So
can we pause?
Go ahead.
Share this with somebody who needs this. And if it's you, once we get off of here, this stuff is on Serena's page. Go under it and click save, because you need to listen again, sis, and you need to take notes, because I know y'all ain't taking notes because y'all over here cracking on me about my notes. Okay, I don't care if they're with the chestnut. Okay, y'all need to get chestnut.
Y'all need to go, and if you really want to hear it from the man himself, go.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
Earn Your Leisure. Type in Earn Your Leisure Him 500 and watch the entire episode. It's literally like 2 hours long, but it's so much information. You're gonna be like this the whole time. I literally was like, hold on, wait, pause. Let me look up this company. And while he's talking, I'm typing it in, and it's right there in front of me. It's right there. I say, yo, this is crazy.
One of y'all commented knowledge is power, and that's that real. I love you guys. You guys are like, oh my goodness. I want to read a comment.
J&T says, I put a, oh, go ahead.
That's the one. Go ahead, boo-boo.
No, go.
Oh, okay, that's what I was gonna read. She said, I put a freeze on mine because I had 2 people file unemployment and say I was their employer. Now, how? I really need to know, like, did these people know you?
No, fraud is a big thing. Fraud is a big thing. I have literally seen, and I ain't saying no names, but I have literally, you know, when you a hairstylist, you standing over people, so you be seeing stuff sometimes. I couldn't believe I was literally sitting in my chair, and somebody was sitting in my chair in Florida, filing for unemployment in Maryland, with people's social and all type of stuff in their phone, save people's IDs and all of this stuff. Y'all, it's easy for y'all to get y'all's information. And a lot of y'all that be posting information on Facebook voluntarily. My birthday is today. You know, and this is my address. You voluntarily giving this information to crooks on the internet.
No, not just y'all. When your daughter or your son get their driver's license, stop posting their driver's license on the internet.
I'm telling you, these babies is gonna have accounts and cable bills and stuff before they even turn 18.
Cable bills, they're not even gonna know what cable is.
Exactly.
You mean you don't stream? You don't stream?
Facts. You gotta be careful. Let's see. Your beauty experience says, my mom just got hit on her credit report about an SBA loan. What? Yo, you know how pissed I would be to look up on my credit report and see that somebody applied for an SBA loan and I'm trying to get one?
They're like, you already got one.
She says she don't even own a business. That's crazy. Y'all, fraud is real and is out here. Please protect yourself. And people tell people information like hotcakes. It's crazy.
I mean, but here's the thing. You just told us that those larger companies are selling our information to the smaller companies. But when we sell, okay, not we, I'm not selling nobody's information, but I'm just saying,
we go to jail. This is America. I'm sorry. This is the United States. Okay, you got S. This is how they
No,
work.
I'm sure this is a worldwide thing because information is money. Google sells your information to
Mm-hmm.
people. Like everyone is selling your information,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just a little bit more what's the word? Like protected. Like when Google sells your information, it goes to an advertiser, but the advertiser never actually sees your information. They just say, I want to advertise to
Mm-hmm.
people who like natural hair. And then Google says, oh, I know who those people are. And then they advertise to you. But I mean, as conspiracy as I can be, I just think it's really funny that there's a legal way of selling people's information, but when the small people have to start selling people's information,
they
it's
getting
like
locked
they
up.
go push
Ain't it
you in
crazy?
shit.
Now, here's the one thing I want to tell y'all about this whole situation with putting the security freeze on. When you put the security freeze on, it stays on forever until you take it off. But here's the catch. If you are going to apply for something, if you're going to apply for a credit card, if you're going to apply for a vehicle, if you're going to get a house, if you are about to apply for anything that they need to run your credit, you have to do a temporary lift. Because if you keep the freeze on there and you go to apply for a credit card or something, they're automatically going to deny you because you denied them, a third party, whoever you're applying for,
Access.
you denied them access to your information. So you have to make sure. So what you do is they usually send you a PIN. Some of these companies will send you a PIN number for you to put in whenever you want to put a security lift on your account, and you tell them how long you want to do it. Do you want to do it for 30 days? You are in control of that.
Mm-hmm.
Soon as that date passed, like if you put it for May 5th, as soon as May 5th at 12 o'clock, it goes right back on. So whenever you are going to apply for something, if you do a security freeze, you need to do a lift or you will get denied.
I love this information, Serena. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. I have
You're
one last
welcome.
thing that I heard, and it's not as super like cryptic and amazing as Serena's information because everything Serena tells us is always some mind-blowing stuff that you'd be like, what? Like, what? Like this is ever since Serena woke up, she been having that fire. Okay?
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
Your beauty experience said business of United Snakes of America. Okay. And
I've seen that, and I've never seen anyone write that. I've seen America with the 3 Ks, but I've never said seen United Snakes. Okay, so it's not a woke answer, but I was told by sources that you should have like 3 when you're working with the Experian boost, that you should do 3 auto payments. Have 3 auto payments coming out of your account for Experian Boost. And then, so remember, Serena did share with us, and I didn't realize, which makes so much sense, but it's only for Experian. But we also have to remember that, say you do the Experian Boost and you boost your credit enough just for that credit union, because remember, where there's 3 credit unions, that they average it. So when you go to get a house or a credit card or whatever, they take an average of those 3. So hopefully you have that one boosted enough to help pull up a little bit the other one, so you're not hanging around in 300s or whatever number you guys are struggling to get out of, or us. I mean, not me, but I'm trying to be inclusive. I ain't got that problem. But but my credit's not 850 either, so I could take some of these tips too. I really appreciate you sharing this with us, Serena. Keep on reporting back, because this is that fire. I also want to tell you guys that Serena, I'm gonna tell her have you committed? Have you committed to our monthly show?
Oh,
okay, we'll tell you next week. I don't know if she committed yet. I'll tell y'all next week.
If you're talking about if you're talking about the segment, the addition to what we did about hair, that's what you're talking about? Mm-hmm. Yes, I have committed to that. I have.
Okay, so Serena's committed to it. So she's in 2 weeks, we're gonna have another big hair talk. And it's going to be centralized on one topic and not all scatterbrained like we were last time, because I asked Serena all the questions I ever had in life. So we're going to do that. So just if you guys had any specifics, I wanted to just remind you guys to send them to Serena, so then we can be like, oh, okay, let's talk about it, because, she can't just go with stuff that I struggle with. But
Listen,
How's
real
it?
quick question. Do we cut off at exactly 1 hour? No? Okay, I got one more and then I'm gonna leave y'all alone because I feel like it blew my mind when I found out about it, and then I'm gonna leave y'all alone because we're not gonna
No,
get back
don't
on
leave
this
us
topic.
alone. Tell us. We lean in,
So,
y'all. Lean in.
another thing. Your beauty experience. So happy to see your growth, sis. Thank you. You helped me out a lot, girl.
Like, whoa.
Shut up. So the other thing, right? So y'all know how they tell us like a percentage of your credit is based off of your debt to income ratio, right? I think it's like 30%, if I'm not mistaken. Is based off the debt to income ratio. Don't quote me, but I know it makes up a big portion.
It is.
So
It's 30%.
another thing I learned from him 500.
The percentage. Oh, I don't know if it's 30%.
It's a percent. They got a little pie chart that shows.
No, they say they want you to use
makes up.
30% of your credit at minimum.
Oh,
I mean,
listen,
at maximum.
That ain't even what I was about to say. But since we're on that topic, do not stay at 30%, y'all. 30% is not going to help you out with your credit. It helps out a little bit.
That's a C, y'all.
It's not going to help. 30% makes, so remember, these credit bureaus and these banks and stuff like that, when they lend us this credit, if we pay off our credit cards completely, they don't make money. They're in the business to make money off of the interest that they charge us, okay? So you staying at 30% gives them a nice chunk of interest throughout the lifetime of your account with them. You really want to stay between 7
and 9.
If you can get
that's what
between
you told
7
me.
and 10%. Yeah,
you said 7.
Yeah, 9%.
Serena put me on last week.
For some people, that might be a lot, but 7 and between keeping it between 7 and 10% is actually the best way to go. That's when you're really going to see your credit score jump a little bit more, and you're going to be able to get not a lower interest rate, but they're not going to be able to take so much money from the interest that they're charging you. But I just
because it's just basic math. You can't take 10% of nothing,
right?
Okay. What were you trying to say? I wanted to hear that.
What I was going to say.
Tell us.
The last thing that I was going to say about the debt to income ratio, y'all. So 2 things. Y'all need to get a trade line, okay? So basically, what a trade line is, right? Trade lines. Anybody that has a bank account can get a trade line. And basically, what a trade line is you using someone else's available credit to boost your credit. So, for example, if I'm only 18 years old and I only got one credit card that got a limit of $500, right? Oh, and remember, part of your score is also based off of the length of the time that you've had these accounts. So let's say I'm 18 and it's only, I've only had my credit card for 2 years. So I got a $500 limit, but I've only had it for 2 years. So really, my credit ain't going to be looking like nothing because I'm fairly new. I'm not in the game that long. My account's super young and I don't have much of a limit. So let's say my mom.
And young is like less than 10 years.
Exactly. So let's say my mom has a credit card that has a $20,000 limit. She's in her 40s and she done had this account for the last 10, 15 years or plus. I can go on her. She can add me as an authorized user, which is basically creating the trade line. And what happens is I'm able to use her available credit on my credit. So now that $500 credit line that I have turns into a $25,000 credit line. So now my debt to income ratio has a big gap and my credit score jumps. So before, you used to always have to like find somebody you know or find family or something like that to get a trade line. Let me put y'all up on the game that I got from him, 500.
Who I got to call?
Do you have a shoe?
I'm ready. Tell me.
They have websites, y'all. They have legit legal websites where people sell their trade lines, okay? There's one called Trade Line Supply. And they literally have a list of trade lines. You get to see the bank, whoever the trade line is through, you get to see the bank. You get to see how old the account is. You get to see how much of a credit line they have. And then they put a price next to it. Y'all, You can go on there and buy a $20,000 credit line for like $600 or $700 that is as old as 2015 and get that on your account. And here's the thing with trade lines, they have to stay on your account for 6 months. So this is a perfect way for you to build your credit, and you ain't even got to go ask your mama that probably don't trust you to get on her account. You can just find.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about those credit lines that Serena probably forgot to tell you guys, because she knows this stuff like the back of her hand. But when she was explaining it to me, I was like, "So I give you a credit line, Serena, and now you can use my credit?" And she was like, "No, girl, tell him."
So you don't get
like who sees
to
what
person's information. Like you don't see any of their personal information.
Like you can't use my credit card.
No, that's the safe thing about it. All you really get to do is use the available credit. That's it. So here's the thing. You can either go to Trade Line Supply is one of them. There are many of them out there. Literally, if you go on Google and type in trade lines, you're gonna see a whole bunch of websites. Trade Line Supply is the one that I'm getting ready to use. But here's another thing. Y'all, they got these accounts, right? And shout out to Jay Spearfit. She just joined because her and I were actually watching this at the same time, and it literally blew my mind. There's these businesses, right? They're jeweler companies, okay? They're only online. If you pay $100, they will give you a $15,000 or $10,000 credit limit to shop with them. You don't have to use it. You don't have to buy jewelry from them. You got the credit. You got the credit line. But this 15,000 or 10,000 adds to your available credit for $100.
Don't go buying you no chains, okay? Don't get no fronts.
Listen,
okay? Don't get that little pink stone in your forehead. Because I know some of y'all see money and can't stop yourself.
Nah, for real, you got to be responsible. Or if you're going to do this, you have to be responsible. Like, you can't.
Don't be like, I got
it's only 30%.
Diamond tennis bracelets.
No, because it's going to hurt
y'all
you. This
stupid.
is to help you. This is to help you. Your beauty experience says, are you able to close a trade line anytime? That's a question. I mean, not a question. That's a great question. I do not have the answer to that, but you actually about to make me look that up because I actually don't know how that works. I know that they have to stay on your account for 6 months, but I don't know if you can like go in and just close it anytime that you want. I'm not sure. I have to look that in.
Because what if they decided to go buck wild? Like, they decide they just gonna just rack up all their credit cards because they 99 years young, and they just say, why not? Like
that part I don't know. But y'all, it's so much information out here. Don't pay nobody to do your credit. I wish I never gave away my little $850, but it's okay because you live in.
Because you know what she could do with that $850? She can buy herself a grill. Okay.
No, not even forget the grill. I would have bought me a stock in Tesla. Okay. When they was $635. And I can go buy me some more Dogecoins.
What are they now?
Give me some crypto. What?
Tesla. What? How much?
Now they're at it fluctuates. The last time I checked, which was like last week, they went up to 7. But I think they went down because
you can still afford it.
No, I can still get it. But I'm just saying that was a lot of money that I spent.
That Dogecoin though.
My credit. Listen, don't slip. Okay,
y'all better go on Robinhood and stop playing.
Crypto.
Don't miss out on the next Bitcoin.
Bye. Now I'm on Robinhood. Robinhood been making me feel some type of way because when it's hot, like the other day, I think Dogecoin shot up to like 40 cents, and people was trying to sell to make their money, and it was so much traffic. Robinhood wasn't letting nobody buy or sell. It was ridiculous, and that's the whole point.
Fidelity, okay. Whoever y'all want to shop with.
Yeah, Fidelity. I've been hearing about Coinbase.
Cash App.
Really
you can't buy Dogecoin on Cash App though. They don't sell it on there. You can buy Bitcoin.
You can buy Okay.
You can buy Bitcoin, but you can't buy the Dogecoin.
But y'all, it's so much information. It's too much information out here to be paying somebody for certain things. Now, certain things you're gonna have to pay for because you may not have the time for. But I feel like with credit, It's too much information, free game out here on YouTube and the internet and these podcasts. I literally learned all of this stuff I'm telling y'all today. I learned in a 2-hour podcast. One podcast. One. It's too much information. Just you don't even gotta pick up a book no more.
And
Just
she done
listen to
told
a
y'all in
podcast.
30 minutes. So can you imagine what you guys are even missing? You think that blew your mind? Go listen to that episode that she's talking about. Because she condensed 2 hours information into 30 minutes. So that means there's more that we're missing out on.
Look, and then him 500, he's such a hustler. He said, and if all fails, he said, put all the information I just gave you into an ebook and sell it. And just know it's gonna be an ebook coming soon, y'all.
You better not.
Why not? Why not? If I can put the step by step together to help somebody, why not? And he just gave me the permission to do it. If y'all go watch the podcast, he gonna tell y'all the same thing. It's too much free game out here, man.
All right, well, go buy Serena's ebook.
It ain't out.
It's up for pre-sale. If y'all want to send her $49.99 to have first access to the ebook and updated version, please Cash App at Serena. You don't even got Cash App. Please Zelle.
Nah, Cash App, Zelle, or I'm gonna send you an invoice on Square.
She will, if you want the first edition of the Serena Woodford credit boosting miraculous ebook, please DM. She will send you a Square invoice and she will get it to you when she gets it done. But you are a seed. You started the seed, and we thank you for this time. And Serena, I will be taking a 0.03% of that $49.99 for making this ad. Thank you. I expect my 0.03%.
You just monetized our live.
It is we're monetized. Boom. All right. So we'll see y'all next week.
Like, whoa.
Like, whoa.